All right, you didn't hear this from me, but tomorrow impeachment hearings start on Capitol Hill. Adam Schiff is front and center right now. Republicans are not too pleased about the way he's starting this out and ignoring their request for witnesses that they want to see up there. Andrew Napolitano is here, you know, judicial analyst extraordinaire, Judge. It's not surprising the party out of power doesn't like what's happening. Is he doing things correctly?
Well,
Adam
he's
Schiff?
doing the same thing that the Republicans did to the Democrats in 97 and 98 in the investigation of of Bill Clinton, and
Right.
more or less the same thing that the Democrats did in the investigation of Richard Nixon back in 1974.
So if the other side wanted to entertain witnesses of their own, and let's say Schiff ignores them, did Peter Rodino do that in the House during Watergate? Did we see that with Sam Ervin in the Senate?
We saw it with Henry Hyde, who was the chair of the House Judiciary Committee when the Republicans were pursuing Bill Clinton. But the system is basically the same. Nixon and Clinton, the data, the evidence from the witnesses was acquired in secret by special prosecutors before grand juries. They already knew what the witnesses were going to say, and then that was aired in public. Here, the data, the testimony, the raw testimony from the witnesses was done in secret, but with transcripts and with Republicans participating. They actually had more participation than they had in the Nixon case, and more than the Republicans gave the Democrats in the Bill Clinton investigation. But the real test will come tomorrow, because the Democrats have to make this case. They have to cause people to come away from this testimony saying, yeah, there's a there. If they don't, then it's going to be difficult for them to deal with the consequences of an impeachment that does not result in a conviction.
They should come out with their best. Let's say your starting pitcher's got to be your best pitcher, right? So they have William Taylor, the acting U.S. ambassador to Ukraine, and then George Kent, the Deputy Assistant Secretary of State for European and Eurasian Affairs. That's the best they've got to kick off.
Yes.
What makes them important kickoff witnesses?
Well, we know what they're going to say because we read the transcripts, and they're basically going to say it was very clear that the president would continue to hold back this vital financial and military help to an ally that had been invaded by Russia, an ally that was still fighting a bloody war with Russia, until the ally agreed either to investigate Joe Biden, the president's at the time feared opponent in 2020, or announce that it was going to investigate Joe Biden. These two witnesses will say that unequivocally. One of them is the former ambassador, and the other is the former deputy secretary of state.
Republicans will probably counter, Judge. Well, yeah, but the aid wasn't. They did eventually get it, albeit delayed. So I guess what I mean, why I'm raising that is some go so far as say, even if there was such an arrangement, a quid pro quo, it's not impeachable.
Oh, it's clearly impeachable because the president requested something that's criminal to ask for. Can you help my campaign? And at the same
he didn't say it.
No, of course he didn't say it that way, but he basically said, I need a favor. And my people, Rudy Giuliani and company, will be telling you the aid's not coming till I get the favor.
I obviously talk to a lot of smart lawyers. You're the smartest that I talk to, but that you could say, well, it's not that black and white.
Well, that's why we have the public hearings, and the public will decide. You will see professional cross-examiners as opposed to, or in addition to, politicians asking questions. The Republicans have hired professional cross-examiners, and the Democrats have hired professional cross-examiners. And in addition to that 5 minutes, you're going to see lengthy interrogation where the witness can't chew up the questioner's time. Should be an interesting day.
Yeah. I'm talking about the bond market tomorrow. That's all I'm focused on, bond market.
I'm going to be with you.
Good. All right. In the meantime, all eyes will be on who is testifying at the impeachment hearings tomorrow on Capitol Hill. But anyone focusing on who's going to be at the White House tomorrow? I'll give you a hint. He leads Turkey.